main income generator right now? Is it mostly affiliate stuff these days?
Yeah, so it's interesting because there's a big shift in the software world, and if you have the ability to build an infrastructure to build software, that's awesome, and that's on the playboard for 2016 for me. And I think software is a great way to give amazing results to people, like systematize things in a great way. But I don't have a staff of 10 programmers and this and that and the other thing. I've built software in the past, and it's a pain in the neck to manage because you got bugs. It's so overhead is very high. Right. But I can become an affiliate of a software and not have any overhead. I don't have any customers to deal with, and I give up 50% of the sale, but I don't have to manage any of that. All I have to be is the curator of why this software, this tool is useful, and that's why I sell it. I mean, affiliate marketing's been around for 10 years, but the difference here is that we are actually selling tools that we're using, as opposed to just picking up the latest product and say, "Oh, this is cool, go buy it." And it's almost like fooling them into clicking your link to buy it. That's not the goal here. The goal is to get a suite of products, even info products, that you can endorse and really endorse, and because you use them. I generally only sell software that I use, but that can be the foundation of a good business as well.
Yeah, one thing that I saw that I really liked that you were doing this was I saw a Facebook ad that you were doing. It was a very interesting ad. It said something like meow, meow, woof, woof on the bottom.
Yeah, that sounds like something I do.
But so I saw a Facebook ad. I clicked over to it, so I probably owe you a buck or two.
Yeah.
But
at least 50 cents. Come on, man.
I clicked over to the ad and I opted in, and I saw there was a big article that was leading to a webinar, and I think the webinar was for ClickFunnels.
Yeah.
So you're actually driving Facebook ads to content, and then the content is driving people to a webinar, and then the webinar is actually pitching somebody else's product.
Yeah.
So that's a pretty cool little flow there. So what is the actual webinar? Is it?
It's funny. This is something, and I don't like to broadcast this out to the world, but now here we are.
Well, we can
no, it's totally fine. It's go, and anybody who goes and all I ask is if you end up using this method, like keep me in the loop, because I know other people have done this before. It's not like a new idea, but the way I'm doing it is a little bit different, I think, than it's been done in the past. But what I did was I called up Russell on Skype and I said, "Hey, do this for me. Say, hey, Sean, thanks for the intro. Let's jump right into slides." Recorded that 20-second segment, 10-second, whatever it was, and I took their webinar, their ClickFunnels webinar. I shot an introduction to it, like DJing, I'm Oprah, welcome, bringing on Tom Cruise. And all I did was edit those pieces together. So the intro is me in this studio saying, hey, and I give a, big introduction, who it is, what they do, how they do it, why you should listen to them, and say, all right, let's cut over to slides. Russell, are you there? And then it cuts to him saying, yeah, all right, Sean, thanks for the intro. Let's dive right into the content here. And then it cuts into, I literally take their webinar, and I didn't host it with them. It's literally their affiliate webinar and put it into mine because I wanted to control the funnel. I can tell if people stay more than 10 minutes, if they stay 30 minutes, if they stay to the call to action.
Right.
So I need those analytics. I don't want to just send them my leads to ClickFunnels because then I don't control. I think I can sell better than they can. I could be wrong, but
and then at the end of the webinar, when the button actually pops up, it's just your affiliate link. That's the only kind of difference.
Well, and I basically put my affiliate link in the call to action, so I'll edit out their URL and put my URL.
Right.
And in the sidebar of the webinar, there's a button where they can, the automated webinar, they can click and they get a big bonus. So I shot literally about 3 hours worth of content that you get as a bonus for buying ClickFunnels. So that's the big incentive for the person who's watching the webinar. Not only do you get the special pricing of the webinar, not only do you get their bonuses, but you also get my extra bonus.
And you add in like some sort of little clip at the end of the webinar
I should. I haven't. I'm sure it would help with conversions. It's one of those like ready, fire, aim kind of deals. Like I got it already and now it's live and now I can go back and add and modify things. But it's converting about 5% automated webinar at $1,000 price point. So it's really... it's not super fine-tuned, but it's good enough at that price point.
Yeah. That's just a cool little little funnel that I've never seen anybody else do it. So
Yeah, well, most of the time, what you do is you actually host a webinar, and then but the time it takes to do that, I've found like I can go out and set up 5 of these, in the time it takes to just set up one with actually going recording. I don't know. It's mainly because I just don't want to set up all the webinar stuff and do it live. But
yeah, well, I mean, I think it's a pretty it's a pretty brilliant strategy.
it does pretty well. Especially, I'm like the thing I can control is the follow up. So I have an 18-part follow up system, and it's all on one of these boards. But the idea is literally just it's dynamic emails, right? So it's if they came in 10 minutes late to the webinar, I send them an email and say, hey, saw you came in late. I wanted to make sure you got the content, so here's a replay. They stayed 30 minutes. Hey, I saw you left early, but what's interesting, about 40 minutes in, Russell breaks down this. And literally I'll communicate based on what they're doing in the webinar.
Right.
I don't have that all completely finished. I literally just put it live like 5 days ago, the new version of it. And I was having some affiliate cookie issues. I'm pretty sure I sent them like 50 sales unaffiliated, but it happens. So that's where the tech side kind of gets annoying. But yeah, I mean, using EverWebinar, it's been very simple to set up the tech side. Use ClickFunnels to manage all the pages, and ActiveCampaign to manage the emails. So it's a pretty solid system, for selling affiliate products. And then obviously I'll sell my own in the same kind of fashion.
Yeah, that's very cool. That's very cool.